so good. Right away dealing damage, and okay, LoWkii will go down, but he got an ult orb for his trouble. It feels like a good start for Vitality, all things considered.
cNed's just there to do the damage, clear up anybody else that they can, make sure that it doesn't do too much damage to the economy with casualties. And I think we're going to see a lot of this out of Vitality across this series. It's just, I know it's an eco now, but just the pushing, trying to blindside to an extent Acend what they're trying to do. Certainly in the early rounds, right? You're going to see players from Vitality push down mid, push down me main, see what's going on, see if they get any information. But it's whether, if they run into a player, whether they actually catch them in a duel, right? Because if they don't, Acend, they find a golden opportunity to move on forward.
It did feel like LoWkii was kind of hung
along this angle, but his timing's a little bit poor. Misses one player through, but catches onto kiles. BONECOLD trying to take the fight close range with that Spectre, as you said, but Vitality have done a really good job of predicting this move from Acend. It's just koldamenta. Easy cleanup for Vitality. They had a good read on it. They didn't engage too early, and they just let Acend run into their crosshairs a little bit. Maybe sitting back, trying to face. It's a lot of seeing if they could just catch Acend off guard. It works for one onto starxo, but the trade is near on instant from kiles. It's coming off the top of the walkway.
Man, they gotta deal with this guy. kiles is feeling confident. He's finding space again and again. Now looking to catch them off guard as they come in for the retake, biding his time. At recon, I don't think he's even gonna come near spotting him. And if they leave this angle unchecked, oh, they're gonna be in a lot of trouble. Dropping down, checking, but he gets the first. There's the dismiss, and he's out of there. His teammates covering him on the way. Another 3k for kiles, and it's gonna extend even further into the fourth. Instead, he's looking for a fight from afar. Knives now wasted, but vakk's in for a second in the round. This is looking much better for Vitality than what we've seen before, and the ultimate's now going to be used. It starts off with Viper's Pit being deployed. Now, on the site, starxo is isolated, and cNed has to go straight into that smoke. Doesn't have his dash to play with. He's spamming away, already halfway done on the defuse. Right click is there, but vakk gets a fourth, and plenty of time to defuse that spike. That is around here as well. This is such a solid technical defense, but there's players already creeping up on them as kiles spots out the information, looks to engage the fight, gets it done, avoids the Hunter's Fury, and LoWkii, worried about being pushed, has to cancel it after just one pulse. This is a tough round for Vitality to swallow if they lose it. It started out so well, and now they're in dire straits.
Yeah, the ultimate usage not really accounted for much is a real big shame for Vitality. kiles is going for more. I don't know how many first kills he's had in this game so far, but it's pretty much been all of them. JESMUND from a position might be able to get the jump onto starxo, and even a Resurrect brought in to bring the numbers surprisingly back in favor for Vitality.
kiles to do it all. This man has to be the one-man army. The first is his. A 4k that could have been another.
Lurking player starxo is maybe opening the way over to B, so it's very much an area that Vitality might let go, but JESMUND picking up the operator drop from Bramz spots that rotation. It's a great canary in the coal mine, but Vitality aren't sold on this yet. They don't know if it's going to be a B hit. Now they're going to get the indication, but they have two players man advantage so far. It's how they use it. JESMUND actually gonna make it even cleaner.
Oh, the upshot missed! Hold on! koldamenta got a chance to win that round. That could have been it, but luckily it is closed out. Vitality will walk away with 4. The defuse being assigned towards vakk, question mark? Yeah, okay, no. Cender was just messing about for a bit. I am, or buying them time perhaps to save another weapon. Well, it favors Acend yet again. We've seen Vitality pull back into it in the early round, but in the late, they've been having a tougher time. 2 very quick kills. No chance that this is going to be a save. Oh, LoWkii, he got peeked at just the wrong moment. The ult is online for Bramz. He's already pulled it out and looking to move onto the site. Remember, Viper's Pit not as dangerous as it will be on the next update. He's already looking for a victim, and he's seen the barrel ready for the right click. The defuse underway. kiles needs to move. He catches one, but not the second. Bramz, quick to react. Just about enough time. And Vitality, a 4 versus 2 post plant into Viper's Pit.
They could be anywhere. Bramz chases on from cNed, but vakk is there to at least protect the teammate for a while, but kiles there to trade out. It's a barrel of flurry of shots between both the teams, but a 3v3. This is a thrifty round for the most part from Acend, and they're really starting to scare Vitality until LoWkii, just as I'm talking just a little bit to see what's going on. Bramz can easily be caught out here, but he does win that first duel. Acend unable to trade because of a well-timed cloudburst, but Acend over on A trying to up the ante a little bit, but vakk waiting there, knows that there's two players, last two, and Vitality are there to try and take that fight.
Yeah, starxo's got a big clutch to make happen. I like the jump, but Bramz, wise to those tricks, had already swapped for the Viper of vakk, putting him onto 150 health, but with just a classic, they're going to have to be hitting those headshots to make it work, and starxo and kiles, the wall goes up. They've got the sight, they've got the trade, not even the trade, actually. Bramz didn't get the kill, so this should be an easy round. There's no way to stop the defuse, and ultimately, you know, they could have maybe saved a few weapons, but LoWkii, well, he is shredding them there. cNed, he hasn't been spotted by the drone. Great position to play from now if they leave him unchecked as they come on through, ziplining across, dashing, 1, 2, cNed ripping them to shreds. He's even gone in for more. A player up close to him, he's heard the step, he's ready, and it's the ace for cNed. What is that? 8 rounds that they have. BONECOLD not even looking. They know he's walking through, the headshot delivered by LoWkii, and now he can get himself a Vandal. Oh, this is getting scary. How have they pulled this into a 2v4, and how are Vitality so good when they've only got pistols?
They're magicians. They're so good at making something out of seemingly nothing. Still a chance for Acend to go in for this retake, although starxo might be trying to decide. There's no wall to block off the spike for a safe defuse, so he's going for the most unsafe option, trying to push. Bramz watching that angle in a more passive if he wants it, but is opting against it from the looks. Vitality trying to sit back, use that utility in the post plan, but it's not quite working out. It was just Cender holding next to the spike pretty much at that point. The Acend were a little bit slow on the start to get in that retake, but it was clean as you like.
Exactly, yeah, just gearing up, allowing those
ready to go into the post plan. Time is certainly not going to be on the Acend side, and Cender's even going to make it a bit worse. Again, playing super close in the face of Acend, eventually goes down. Now it's the turn of vakk, and JESMUND actually gets taken out too. We were talking about LoWkii before. Now it's all up to him. The Hunter's Fury, it's whether he sticks it. He doesn't. He just goes for the one pulse, expecting to be pushed. It's not the case, and kiles is going to stick the defuse. LoWkii does his best. It comes down. Going to try and push up towards the tube, maybe into kitchen. And koldamenta knows where he is, takes that fight. JESMUND wins it. That's the Viper's pit online, and LoWkii bringing it into a 5 versus 2. In mind, 4 versus 2 as starxo holds his ground in mid, expecting his A hits come in thick and fast.
Oh, he's heard the rope. He knows the player's there, but he can't get it done. It's all down to cNed. Not the kind of guy you want to be facing, but a 1v4 will at least make you feel a bit comfortable. This round should be going their way. The operator of cNed, he still has the dash, so he's comfortable to use it. There's the first shot, knives out, as he looks for someone trading. Up on top, low HP. There's the kill. Oh, cNed.
starxo knows that something's up. The dash is going to be a helpful reminder, but Bramz still wins that fight. Down to pretty low health, 45 HP, but the dash works out super well. cNed gets the up, gets the kill, dashes out, might be worth a save, but Vitality just burdening Acend now as we're looking to go even on score yet again.
I love that flying from Cender. Oh, he's making a lot of noise. cNed knows he's here. cNed's ready for the fight, but so is Cender, 10 to 10. That's, he knows he's rushing it down. Those comms got to be communicated over, but oh no! A whiff by Bramz. BONECOLD punishes him. I was certain he was gone. Even gets a second afterwards and now has support. Vitality, they're crumbling. They're falling apart. Back in a 1v4. 40 seconds, spike not planted. Everything going against him on this one, and especially starxo with the Bulldog to close it out. 12. The wall blocks him out for now as he steps on closer, and there it is. The res not able to be popped. The knives, oh no, it was, and still they get both kills. BONECOLD 1 versus 5, and I think this might be the end of it. We might be going to overtime. This is a shame for Acend. They looked so good, but that A defense finally overrun. BONECOLD not able to get it done. It is OT here. Bramz now in a bit more trouble. Oh, what's that, starxo? They knew the op was there. They didn't respect it, and now they pay the price. Only koldamenta left, 1v4, and as the spike goes down, he swung on to close it out. Vitality now 13 to 12 as they look set to take this, potentially this map. I mean, their attack has been pretty good. So single elim here, BO3. Vitality start out with the opening, and it is kiles again to fall in the early fights. They've done a phenomenal job of dealing with him. cNed coming up with the operator in hand, spots the planter. He's being revealed. He sees so many players, but waits his time to take the shot. The wallbang good, and hold on. Acend have still got some fight left in them, but they're in dire straits. koldamenta again to clutch it. A 1v2 this time, but the side swipe is what they needed. JESMUND to finish the round. They've got to force these fights quickly. A good counter flash leaves damage to go over towards Vitality, and cNed on the site by himself. Good delay with those flashes, and everything goes to Vitality. That is a clean pistol.
And the fact that you have JESMUND there, he died but from Sky, and LoWkii's going to push for a bit more as they start to line up yet again.
Oh man, that is some serious damage done. JESMUND farming up the kills, but if they lose another weapon, even at that point with two
waiting. Now the Seekers is going to be used to hunt this Fury, thrown in through double doors. kiles just trying to find an angle, but this is Vitality facing aggressively, not afraid of these engagements. LoWkii through the smoke of the spray has been stuck in these awkward diffuser positions, but at least this time has the help of JESMUND. All up for starxo to try and just stick the defuse, and it could actually come through if it wasn't for the classic pistol of LoWkii. Bit dicey there, but Vitality doing hell. Even LoWkii here, if he doesn't check the left-hand side, could be caught out from a classic, but this is nice. Restrained, conservative almost, and Bramz there to protect the teammate. This is so much better from Vitality than we've seen from them recently.
100%. Vitality looking way better all of a sudden. It's almost out of the blue. Oh, that's an interesting play. Hey, never mind. How does vakk get away with that, man? He was almost being executed by the pistol. They walked past.
In fact, he doubles down, dashing onto the site. Cybercage is going to add a little bit of subtlety, but he just barrels through onto kiles. koldamenta is still there facing. The shock dart in the face is going to block his vision more than anything. And vakk there can get the follow-up. The spike is going to go down, and a one-player advantage there for Vitality on the retake.
Yeah, Vitality in the better spot. They just have to push in and trade. starxo clearing out in towards Garage, and they know now that they can be relatively comfortable on their way through there, but hold on. Vitality, 2 quick kills, pull it way into the lead. The flash, perfect. But now, too many players to contend with. That is going to be an easy enough
round. Should be now. There's a little bit of damage done to Vitality. They're holding on for dear life, but cNed out with the server for now.
No, he's gone, dealt with and dusted. Acend, man advantage still, but it quickly fades away. There's koldamenta pulling it back, but for how much longer, LoWkii? Oh, it felt like he had that one done. starxo at 20 HP just about survives. And we will have a defuse coming through to put 5-2 on the scoreboard.
Keep that ground, Acend to push in to stop the spike maybe being planted. cNed eventually does get that kill onto the operator, kills onto JESMUND, who is in double doors but adds on to more. He's smoked off currently, forced to reload, and Vitality now need to make something happen, but this is where Acend start to shine. They're absolutely chipping away at the attackers. It's just Cender, and cNed, as soon as he gets the operator in those hands, he gets a triple kill. How about that?
Who would have thought, Ryan?
Who saw that coming?
Of taking those early fights as he is when he's playing the Reyna. But he's taken down. Okay. This is not a bad start. I mean, look, things started to go their way for sure. starxo in a 1v1 as kills keep on going the way of Vitality, but oh my god. Down to the pistol to close it. Bramz, what, 11 HP? That comes down to the spots for the pistol. There's the push straight up through long. LoWkii able to deal with one, and the second player with JESMUND as they try to deal with LoWkii knowing he's slightly low. JESMUND's there to save the day. Vitality, oh, they're just tearing them to shreds. Out through long. The flank is good. The flank is done. 10-3. This is demotivating. Experienced IGL there to help them adapt to these plays round on round. koldamenta showing the bookie maybe isn't as powerful as we all thought. Missing it, I think he right-clicked up close. But they've got the advantage. They've got the spike down. For Acend, this is about as good as it's been so far. In fact, up against Spectres, I'd say they have a pretty good advantage. What? cNed was holding the right side. His teammate was watching it. Bramz on the side swipe down to the frenzy, but they're diffusing it. No, it doesn't go all the way. Bramz trying his best post-plant position, and they even swap over the spike to starxo, but Bramz is quick and clean. Double peek down below, forces cNed out of heaven, and Vitality, I mean, they've got a decent position to do some damage. Really, you're just looking at 1 or 2 more kills and you're happy.
Might as well go for it, Vitality. You'll be able to full buy next round, but I am a little bit curious on what they're going to be able to do from here, really. You don't want to be trying to rush, trying to do too much. You're going to be sat there thinking we have 3 rounds left to get. It's just if they can get their timings right. They know that the Sage is over in the corner, and the right clicks from Bramz don't connect. It's just a classic. And JESMUND with the operator up from heaven is able to do the damage. Now suddenly, this is a great one for Vitality. It seemed Acend had it knuckled down, and Vitality continue to push the momentum into their favor. 2 more
retake. The wolf did not get very far. I don't know if that was a misclicking, canceling it. Oh, that flash is so good, but they're not blind. They're in the smoke, and they don't even notice starxo. How has he gotten away with that? How has he just walked straight past them? He even threw a flash into their face, and they don't see him.
The ship a little bit. JESMUND might be in a bit too deep, and with the paranoid connected so nicely from BONECOLD, they're gonna increase the numbers in favor of Acend. Cender at least tries to make it closer, but it's now a 4 versus 2. The spike is not going over to C like it may look to Vitality. In fact, it's going over to B, where LoWkii is waiting for them and could line them up nicely if it wasn't for koldamenta.
Up a couple points off of cNed. He's close to dropping, but no, he still takes Bramz to jump out of heaven, punished for BONECOLD. cNed kiles answering up. Hello. A 1v3. But he hasn't even got the rifle that he did when the 1v4 was in play. I think at this point, again, a save is his best option, but there's not really that much to save for. He's going to commit to it. But winning it out, very tough. Ultimate, I think you can see how little he believes in it, in the fact that he didn't pop his Seekers. He plays that super passive.
He picked up Vitality actually backing off and repositioning.
Yeah, Acend definitely want to make this push happen, but JESMUND has just taken a double through the smoke. koldamenta returns the favor, and kiles with another. Suddenly, JESMUND is alone. A 1 versus 2 faces him, and with barely any time, the spike goes down. This round is flipped on its head a number of times. koldamenta on low HP, but he won't be the first point of contact unless he chooses to take that fight, but I think he's playing off of kiles. This is the perfect setup. As JESMUND goes forward, he will be peeked on by 2, and the round should be over before it even begins. Looking to the left side, that's where the first point is, and kiles even finishes it. I love that, and this is what we've been critiquing. Acend. The close range fight doesn't stand much of a chance.
He was flashed by the paranoia and still connects JESMUND. This is where, like, Vitality is starting to worry me a little bit. You're 5 HP, back out. Maybe now's not the time to try and double down and surprise them, because Acend are really good at judo throwing this momentum back into their favor. They get those 2 kills, and Hunter's Fury from LoWkii comes out. That's a big ultimate expended, and it doesn't really seem to add too much. Cender has made his way in closer to starxo, but
in trouble, spotted out, but no, actually, the Cloudburst is protecting him in a little bit of trouble here as he gets to the back site, using his own dash to stay alive. Now wants to peek around the side. This is a messy round, but when Vitality are claiming they're looking for overtime, and it looks like they have it. It's all up to starxo, spotted on long. The whole team is here, and very one-sided halves for each team as we come into this overtime. The full buy sees an operator in the hands of Bramz, and he's able to take starxo out. Cender also falls, but BONECOLD doesn't hear any more steps on A long. Oh my god, it might not matter. That whole storyline of a flank coming in. Well, what is there to flank when Bramz is doing that? He's just shredding them. They've now spotted both players. They know where each of these guys are, and they have a 2-man advantage. An easy plan for B, and they have to hold off against what they know is a flank and a player on C.
BONECOLD trying to sneak by. It's going to be met by the tripwire, breaks it. I thought he might teleport over it, to be honest, just to really keep Vitality guessing. JESMUND is out of double doors, wins that duel onto BONECOLD. That's such a key pick. And now kiles has it all to do. 1 down, 3 more to go. They know exactly where he is. He's down to 70 HP. And Vitality actually doing something we haven't seen a lot of, being patient, waiting for Acend to be the
Now
aggressor.
over towards the C site, ready to catch them on the way out. Bramz spamming as the cage blocks sight. But look who snuck in a position. They've looked as well, because they've taken JESMUND down. The flank that cNed is on could pay huge dividends as well. Bramz peeks close. Good kill. Trades back. cNed in the back. Has to go quickly. A 1v2. A player close. He gets the first. Mo going in for the 3K. That shock dart tags him. And LoWkii finishes it off. 14 rounds for Vitality. They have knocked Acend out. The Masters champions no more.
Defenders win.
The two